Consumerism is America's curse. Why do we let it get so bad that people are literally killing each other to get a new TV on Black Friday? This is real, it's happened like 6 times. Consumerism is an illusion. As Tyler Durden says at the beginning of Fight Club, we are all consumers. We are byproducts of a lifestyle obsession. Murder, war, poverty, these things don't concern me. What concerns me are celebrity magazines, television with 500 channels, some dude's name on the back of my underwear. I say never be complete. I say never be perfect. The things you own end up owning you. End quote. Ever notice how Barnes & Noble always has the same list of authors in every store? Well, other big bookstores do the same thing. So every bookstore in the world is identical to each other, which is really sad for the literature, for the literacy of society. The companies like Starbucks, Home Depot, Blockbuster's gone, but whatever, are like weeds or locusts that come in and take out all of the local chain stores and mom and pops. And those places were actually where people went to socialize and people actually knew each other and it was connected to the community. But instead, consumers flocked to places like Walmart so they could save 30 cents on a mop, and all of the local stores, mom and pops, went out of business. Some of these large conglomerate stores, like the biggest ones you can think of, like Nike on Fifth Avenue in New York, or Abercrombie and Fitch at Harvard Square in Boston, actually don't make a dime. They could sell as many jeans or whatever as they wanted all day, and they would lose money because of the large amount of rent they pay to have something in such a nice spot. And so it's a billboard. It's a 3D billboard you can walk into and get a little bit, like that. Things are very expensive at the Fifth and Harvard Square stores. It's a cultural icon, a part of all our identities, whether we like it or not. And marginalizing people in society by directing them to consumption is a major means of control. You can look at public relations, institutions, the large $1 billion of advertising. And it is pervasive in America. It negatively affects all of us, even young children. Its only purpose, advertising, everything public relations, is to make you think that what you buy is part of your identity. According to the New York Times, we each, after an 80-year lifespan on average, watch 15 years total of our lives watching television, and that's 15 years of having our brains liquefied and zombified and emotionally manipulated so that, and glorifying products and nonsense. Imagine if, and this messes with our heads, because advertisements are jerks. They're jerks. Imagine if an advertisement was a guy walking up to you on the street saying, hey you should buy these jeans, and then the hot girls would really like you, and I mean really hot girls, not like that broad you call a girlfriend. And by the way, could you tell her that she needs to lose a little weight and do something with her hair because she needs to buy these diet pills and hair gel. And by the way, you guys should be smoking these cigarettes and drinking this beer, then you'd be really cool. But your teeth are looking a little yellow, so you should use this tooth whitening crap so that the girls will like you again. And how are you going to call any of your friends if you're using that crappy phone? You should have this phone with this swipey baloney technology that makes anyone think they're better than you just for having that phone, and they are. They are better than you. Oh my gosh, all of this thinking about things you don't have but really need is making me really anxious. Are you anxious yet? Are you anxious yet? Well, take this for 2 weeks, and after a while you'll be feeling great as ever. Oh, anyways, I gotta go talk to your girlfriend because she thinks she looks pretty good in a vintage dress, and I gotta turn that around real quick so she'll, before she stops taking the Ambien Prozac cocktail I gave her to fill the void created by self-hatred, which was created by me. Would you hang out with that guy?
Nope.
Either way, we find our path as consumers. We solve all our problems with consumption. If we're stressed, we go shopping. When we want entertainment, we have to purchase the entertainment from the same commercial outlets. We buy our food in packages. We fix our failing health by buying exercise clothes and equipment. We fix our debt by buying personal finance books and taking out second mortgages. Oh yeah, this leads me into a remix of a George Carlin skit that I take out a lot of. He curses a lot. Consumerism took this American landscape, an expansive, pristine paradise. It took this beautiful place and turned it into a shopping mall. This is all we got, mile after mile of mall after mall. Many, many malls. You've got the major malls and the mini malls. In between the major malls, they put the mini malls, and in between the mini malls, they put the mini marts. And in between the mini marts, you've got the gas stations, car dealerships, liquor stores, dirty bookstores, and fast food joints. America the Beautiful, one big transcontinental commercial cesspool. And what do the people think about this? What do the people think about living in a coast-to-coast shopping mall? Well, they think it's just dandy. Americans love to shop. Millions of semi-conscious Americans shuffling through the malls day after day, shopping and buying really unhealthy fried food. We are efficient, professional, compulsive consumers. It's our civic duty. Consumption is the only true, lasting American value that's left. Buying things. People spending money they don't have on things they don't need so they can spend the rest of their lives paying 18% interest on a maxed out credit card for something that costs 40 bucks. So I try and remember this quote from Thoreau. It is preoccupation with possessions more than anything else that prevents us from living freely and nobly. Sometimes I wish there would be a zombie apocalypse, because at least that would be better than this curse of consumerism.